Welcome to the GESDA Summit interview series. With us, Anuradha Chowdhary, professor at the Medical Mycology Unit at the University of Delhi. You are also in charge of the National Reference Laboratory of Antimicrobial Resistance in Fungal Bacteria, and you participated in an anticipatory briefing called Fungal Pandemics. So the world has been through a world-changing pandemic recently. Is the next one going to be a fungal pandemic?
Very interesting, and thank you for bringing this question, because what we witnessed during the COVID pandemic, a huge increase in the number of fungal infections, right? The lung damage which was caused by COVID-19 also gave the background for getting the secondary fungal infections. And worldwide, we have seen a huge increase in fungal infections. So if I have to answer this question directly, yes, there's a strong possibility that we can be facing a fungal pandemic, and because fungi are not just restricted to one particular place, one particular country. Global travel, migration have taken fungi, they're not restricted to one country, have taken to other. So yes, it could be a possibility that the world can face another fungal pandemic. And we also witnessed mucormycosis outbreak during the SARS-CoV, and that was huge. The mortality was so much. So, and it was not restricted to one particular country. We saw also the cases from others. So yes.
So what can we do about it? I mean, how can we prevent it?
So first of all, I have to thank GESDA, because not a lot of scientific communities are bringing the fungi or fungal infections in the scientific forum. So GESDA provided us the platform where we could pitch, we could tell about the fungal infections, how important they are and how neglected they are. They are still neglected in entire, so many parts of the world. We do not have facilities to diagnose fungal infections. So this forum gave us an opportunity to talk about the fungal infections, to tell the policymakers that you have to invest in fungi, in not only for human health, but they're also threatening our animals. They're also threatening our crop production. So what we can do first is we should be capable of diagnosing fungal infections. Several laboratories, even in the developed part of the world, does not have a facility to diagnose fungal infections. And they look like, initially they present as a non-specific infections, like mixed with viral or bacterial. So once we have an appropriate diagnosis, we can start the effective treatment by antifungal classes of drugs. So the first important thing I will pitch today is increase in the capacity for diagnosing of fungal infections.
But what about research? Because there must be some research being done. How is it advancing?
Yes, the last 10 years has been good for fungal community. And specifically because we faced a lot of threat with multi-drug resistant pathogens. So once we were having a threat for treating these patients, a lot of research, for example, I'm going to talk about Candida auris, right? So Candida auris came in 2009, and the problem was that it was already resistant to multiple classes of antifungals. So we had high mortality, we had no drugs to treat. So the fungal community came together and did a lot of research, and within 10 years, we know a lot about it, what we did not know before. So I think the research at present is really good, but we need more, It is not like bacteria, it is not like tuberculosis, where you will have lots of huge groups working on that. We have a small fungal community which is working and doing research, but it is still better than what it was.
Well, we'll end on that optimistic note. Thank you very much for talking with us today.
Thank you.